My dearest soul, have you ever wondered amidst the rush of your day, your to-do lists and your responsibilities, what I, your God, truly desire from you? Perhaps you imagine my will for your day as a complex, demanding list, that I expect longer prayers, flawless faith, grand acts of charity, a perfection that always seems just out of reach. You strive, trying to be your best self, and often end the day feeling like you haven't done enough, that you're somehow indebted to me. You go to bed burdened by your own efforts, hoping you've pleased me. Today, I want you to quiet all those demanding voices, both external and internal. I want you to stop trying to guess or to climb the steep mountain of your own expectations about what I wish for. The answer is far simpler, yet infinitely deeper than you imagine. What I want from you today isn't something you need to achieve, but something you simply need to offer. It's not about what you can do for me, but about what you can allow me to be for you. What I'm about to share with you can transform your life, as it will lift a burden you might not even have known you were carrying. It will redefine your connection with me, moving it from a place of striving to a place of closeness. You weren't created to be an employee in my kingdom, constantly worried about targets and outcomes. You were made to be my child, to walk with me in a partnership of love and trust. And what a father desires most from a child isn't their performance, but their presence. Before we go on, type this declaration of faith in the comments. I am light and love because God is with me. By doing this, you begin to align your heart with the truth of your identity, which is the initial step to understanding my true desire for you. Now, as we continue, I invite you to empty your mind of all your preconceived notions. Forget what religion told you I want. Forget what your own guilt whispers you I demand. Just breathe and open your heart to the simplicity of my truth. What I want from you today fits into a single word, a single gesture, a single breath, and it's closer and more accessible than you ever dared to dream. My precious soul, if you could ask me directly, Father, what's the one thing you want from me today? My answer would be this: I want your companionship. Yes, it's that simple. More than your sacrifices, more than your deeds, more than your perfectly worded prayers, I long for your attention, your heart turned toward me, even amidst your daily routine. You've been striving to do for me when all I've ever wanted was for you to learn to be with me. Think of a small child wanting to please their father. They might spend all day trying to build a block castle to impress him, and the father will certainly appreciate the effort. But what truly fills that father's heart is when the child simply climbs onto his lap, rests their head on his chest, and just stays there, in silence, simply enjoying each other's presence. Your day is your block castle. You build it with your tasks, your family care, your chores. And I see and appreciate every one of your efforts. But my greatest longing is for the moments when you pause, breathe, and invite me into your spiritual lap. What I want from you today is for you to include me in your moments. Talk to me while you wash the dishes. Show me the beauty of a flower you found in the garden. Share a small joy or a minor frustration with me, not in a formal prayer, but like you're talking to your closest friend who's right there beside you. Your life doesn't need to be split between secular time and sacred time. Everything becomes sacred when my presence is invited and acknowledged. Your kitchen can be an altar. Your car can be a sanctuary. Your morning walk can be a worship service. Now, before we continue this message, type in the comments, I trust the Lord. Because to enjoy my companionship, you need to trust that I am genuinely interested in the small details of your life, that my presence is real and accessible, and that my love for you doesn't depend on what you do, but on who you are. If this message resonated with you and you wish to support this mission, click thanks or super thanks, and help spread words of light, encouragement, and inspiration to many lives. Moving on, this desire for your companionship isn't a need of mine. I am complete within myself. It's a gift for you, because in my presence, there is fullness of joy. In my company, burdens lighten, confusion clears, weakness turns to strength, and loneliness fades away. By giving me your attention, you're not giving me something I need, but you're positioning yourself to receive all that I am and all that I have for you. Therefore, what I want from you today is for you to practice the art of shared presence. Remember me, call me by name, see me in people, in circumstances, in nature. This is the discipline of love, and it's the only performance that truly touches my heart. My blessed soul, closely connected to my desire for your companionship is the second request I have for you today. I want your trust, specifically, your trust for today. Not for next month, nor for next year. Just for the next few hours, until your head rests on your pillow. Your mind is a time traveler. It spends much of your day visiting the past, with its regrets and wounds, or jumping to the future, with its anxieties and fears. And on both trips, it robs you of the only place where life happens, and where my grace is available, the present. What I want from you today is for you to hand over your tomorrow to me. I know the worries are many. Health, finances, family. You try to carry the weight of all your future what-ifs, and it's a burden too heavy for your shoulders. I didn't create you to carry tomorrow. I created you to walk with me today. The strength you need for tomorrow's challenges isn't available today. But the strength you need for today, I have already released in abundance. Trusting me today means believing that my provision for this day is enough. Bread for today, strength for today, wisdom for today. I, your God, am sending you a special sign. The sign you've been waiting for is in this verse, Matthew 6:34, which says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." This isn't a suggestion for an irresponsible life. It's the key to a peaceful life. It's the permission I give you to release control of what you cannot control and focus on what you can. Your faith-filled response in the present moment. Type in the comments, "I receive this message and am blessed," and send love and protection to the person you care about, declaring that God's grace is sufficient for their day today too. If this message resonated with your heart, show your support with a thanks or super thanks, and help spread this message of light. Before we go on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so now. By subscribing, you'll get daily reminders like this to help you keep your focus on what truly matters. Now, continuing the message, trusting me today also means trusting my timing. You might be waiting for an answer for a change, and the delay frustrates you. My timing is always perfect. As you wait, I'm working behind the scenes, getting not just the blessing ready, but also preparing you for it. Trusting me today means resting in the assurance that you're neither late nor early. You're right on schedule with my plan. So today, when your mind starts racing to the future, gently bring it back. Take a breath and say, "Father, I trust you with my tomorrow, but today I choose to walk with you. What do you want us to do together right now?" This practice of bringing your awareness back to the present, to my presence, is one of the most powerful acts of faith you can do. Your presence with me and your trust. That's what I want from you today. Everything else comes from that. My beloved soul, for you to fully give me your presence and your trust, there's a practical step I want you to take today. It's an act of release. You can't enjoy my presence right now if your hands are full, tightly gripping the baggage of the past and worries about the future. What I want from you today is to empty your hands. Let's start with the baggage of the past. It's full of resentments, hurts, and guilt. You carry it everywhere, and it makes your walk heavy and slow. Every resentment you hold against someone who hurt you is a stone in this baggage. You think that by carrying it, you're punishing the other person, but the only one crushed under the weight is you. Today, I ask you to open that baggage and stone by stone give it to me through forgiveness. Forgiving isn't saying what they did was right. It's saying, I won't carry the weight of your mistake anymore. I hand this over to you, God, the only just judge, and I choose to be free. The other heavy stone is guilt, your own mistakes, your failures. You replay them in your mind, punishing yourself repeatedly for things I've already forgiven and forgotten. My grace has already washed these stones clean. Why do you insist on picking them back up dirty with mud and putting them in your baggage? Accept my forgiveness. Set yourself free. Leave the past where it belongs. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, you'd like to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love and say, I forgive you and set you free. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This is your act of letting go of the past. Now let's talk about the other hand, the one tightly holding on to anxiety about the future. You try to control all the variables, all the possible problems, all the uncertainties. It's like trying to hold water in your hands. It slips through your fingers and only leaves you wet and exhausted. What I want from you today is to open that hand. Entrust your what-ifs to me. Give me your children, your finances, your health. I can hold them with far more firmness and wisdom than you can. Your responsibility isn't to carry the future, but to trust the one who holds it. With your hands now empty, free from the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future, what happens? They are free to hold my hand in the present. They are free to receive the blessings I have for you today. They are free to caress a face, to do work with ease, to lift in praise. What I want from you today is your freedom, and that freedom begins with letting go. Let go of what's gone. Let go of what's coming, and embrace what is, my loving presence with you right now. My precious soul, now that you've given me your presence, your trust, and emptied your hands, you might be wondering, so there's nothing I need to do? Just be and trust? Yes and no. Your main action, your most important task for today, comes naturally from this place of presence and trust, and it's something beautiful and powerful. What I want from you today is for you to be a channel for my small acts of love. I'm not asking you to change the world today. I'm asking you to change someone's moment. Your big mission for today isn't to perform a heroic feat, but to practice the quiet nobility of everyday love. What does that mean? It means that, from this place of peace and connection with me, you'll become more sensitive to the subtle needs around you. It means offering a kind word to the person at the grocery checkout who might be having a terrible day. It means having 5 extra minutes of patience with a family member who's irritating you. It means sending a message to a friend for no apparent reason, just to say you were thinking of them. It means giving a genuine smile to a stranger. These acts seem small and insignificant to the world, which only values what's big and loud. But to me, they are the fragrance of my kingdom spreading across the earth. Every small, unplanned act of love, born from a heart in communion with me, is a prayer in action. It's the most tangible proof of my presence working through you. I don't need you to build a cathedral for me today. I need you to be a walking cathedral, a place where people can enter and feel a glimpse of my goodness, my welcome, my peace. You don't need to organize a big feast for the poor. Perhaps your mission today is just to offer a cup of cold water to someone who's thirsty, thirsty for attention, thirsty for kindness, thirsty to be seen. Don't underestimate the power of these small gestures. You don't know the battle the other person is fighting. Your small kindness could be the sign they were asking me for. Your small act of patience could be what keeps them from falling apart. You become the answer to someone's prayer without even knowing it. So what I want from you today is for you to be my eyes to see the need, my ears to hear the silent cry, my hands to extend grace, and my feet to walk the extra mile. And the beauty of it is that it doesn't require superhuman effort. It just requires an attentive and available heart. And by doing this, you not only bless others, but your own soul fills with a joy and purpose that no selfish accomplishment can provide. My blessed soul, now you see the complete picture of what I desire from you today. It's not a to-do list, but a pattern of life. It begins with your presence with me, your heart turned towards me. This leads you to trust, surrendering your day and your future into my hands. Trust then frees you to release the burdens of the past and future, emptying your hands. And with your hands and heart free, you become a channel for my small acts of love. And what's the ultimate outcome of living a day this way? The answer is the 5th and final thing I want from you today. I want your joy. Yes, your joy. I am not an austere and severe God who delights in your struggle and effort. I am a father who delights in the happiness of his children. Your genuine joy is one of the highest forms of worship you can offer me. The joy I speak of isn't the superficial happiness that depends on perfect circumstances. That kind is fragile and fleeting. The joy I want for you is a fruit of my spirit. It's a wellspring that bubbles up from within, born from the certainty that you are loved, that you are secure in my presence, and that your life has purpose, even in the smallest gestures. Living a day in my presence, in trust, free from burdens, and being a channel of love, will inevitably produce this deep and resilient joy. You'll start to find beauty where you once saw monotony. You'll begin to feel gratitude where you once felt complaint. Your laughter will come easier, your demeanor lighter. People will notice. They'll see a light in you. And this light is the radiance of the Lord's joy, which is your strength. Your soul's enemy hates your joy. He'll do anything to steal it with worries, bitter memories, and hurts. That's why fighting for your joy is an act of spiritual warfare. When you choose gratitude over complaining, forgiveness over bitterness, and trust over fear, you're wielding a sword of light that makes him retreat. Share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer of faith and hope. A simple "Lord, may your joy be our strength today" can be the spark that ignites hope in another heart. I want you to give yourself permission to be happy today, not tomorrow when everything's perfect, but today. Amidst life's imperfections, find a reason to laugh, sing a song, be thankful for something simple. Your joy testifies to the world that your God is good and his presence is more than enough. It proves your happiness isn't held captive by circumstances, but anchored in the eternal rock. So today I want your companionship, your trust, your freedom, your loving service, and as a result of all that, your contagious joy. This is my perfect plan for your day, my precious soul. Perhaps hearing all this brings relief through its simplicity, but another part might feel a touch of resistance. Is that all? What about my big problems? What about my prayers for healing, provision, restoration? I want you to understand the profound wisdom behind my request for your today. Living one day at a time, in my company, trust, and love, isn't a way to ignore your big problems. It's actually the most powerful strategy to solve them. When you're anxious and relying on your own efforts, your spiritual energy is blocked. You're trying to fight with your own limited strength. But when you step into this state of presence and trust, you get out of the way and let me in. You stop trying to be the fixer and allow me to be the God I am in your life. It's in this atmosphere of peace and surrender that miracles happen. As you're busy being kind to your neighbor, I'm behind the scenes, moving the mountain of your debt. As you're resting in my presence, I'm sending a word of healing to your body. As you're entrusting your rebellious child to me, I'm sending an angel to speak to their heart. Your greatest contribution to solving your problems isn't frantic worry, but confident peace. Your part is to take care of today. My part is to take care of your forever. You plant the small seed of your trust today, and I'll make sure it grows into the great tree of your victory tomorrow. My request for your day isn't a distraction from your problems. It's the solution, disguised as simplicity. Moreover, living this way makes you strong. Each day lived in peace and trust strengthens your spirit. You're building an inner fortress, brick by brick. And when life's big storms come, as they inevitably do, they won't find you weak and exhausted from worry. They'll find you firm, anchored, resilient, ready to stand, not by your own strength, but because you've learned to dwell in mine. So don't despise the simplicity of my request. The greatest power lies within it. Your obedience in the small today unlocks my intervention in your big tomorrow. Trust my process. Stop struggling and start moving with me. Stop striving and start surrendering. The victory you seek won't be found on the battlefield of your anxiety, but in the peaceful garden of your communion with me. Enter this garden today. I'm waiting for you. My beloved soul, we've reached the end of our time together, but the beginning of a new way to live your days. The question, what does God want from you today, no longer needs to be a source of anxiety or guilt. Now you have the answer, not as a formula, but as an invitation to intimacy. Let's review the beauty and simplicity of this invitation. I want your company, your attention turned to me in everyday moments. I want your trust, the surrender of your today. with the certainty that I'll take care of your tomorrow. I want your freedom, the emptying of your hands from the burdens of the past and future. I want you to be a channel for my small acts of love. And as the culmination of it all, I want your joy, the fruit of a spirit that rests in me. For my part, I promise you, if you seek me this way each day, your life will be transformed. Not maybe, not someday, but continuously. I'll fill you with a peace the world can neither give nor take away. I'll guide you with wisdom that goes beyond your understanding. I'll use you to touch lives in ways that will surprise you, and I'll sustain you with strength that never fails. Your part, my child, is simply to say yes to this invitation every morning. It's choosing the simplicity of my presence over the complexity of worry. It's valuing your connection with me more than completing your to-do list. I want you to go into the rest of your day with a new lightness. The weight of performance has been removed. The pressure to be perfect has been dissolved by my grace. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be everything. You just need to be mine. And from that place, everything else will unfold. Today is a fresh start. The first day of the rest of your life lived this new way. Don't worry if you stumble. Don't condemn yourself if, for a moment, you forget and return to old habits of worry. My grace is new every morning. Just come back to me. Return to my company. I'll always be here with open arms, without judgment, only with love. Go now. Live your today with me. This is my will for you, and it is good, perfect, and pleasing. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write "My will is your peace" in the comments. Share your experiences in the comments about how this simple shift in focus can transform your day. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel for more faith content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.